turnover, not on our profits. There is no investment incentives. At Tiger Tours, we're just completing the building of a luxury river cruiser for 26 passengers, exploiting the riverways here. And we haven't been able to fund that. We've had to fund it ourselves because there have been no facilities for loans or anything like that. And I think that's because it comes back to this point that everyone wants to believe that this is the centre of poverty because it's good business. It brings in international aid and development money as a poverty centre. If you start describing it as one of the great rich centres in the world, it rather changes its image. And that means they've got to start working harder at selling that wealth, that history, that archaeology.
What is your suggestions for the foreign visitors who plans to visit Bangladesh?
It depends on what they're looking for, of course. I mean, we offer them the cradle of Buddhism, the Silk Road, and this is important. I mean, the United Nations World Tourism Organization has invited the government of Bangladesh to join their Silk Road project. And the government has not responded so far. And partly this is because it's not Bangladesh's fault. Most Bangladeshis have not had the opportunity to travel the world of tourism. They don't understand that the Silk Road is one of the great international icons of tourism. And the Bangladesh is provably one of the great Silk Roads, arguably actually the first of the great Silk Roads, because there's no evidence of that Silk Road trade going across Central Asia earlier than the Roman times and the Greek times coming here. So it's certainly one of the great Silk Roads. They've got to, what we've got to do in Bangladesh, and I say we advisedly because as you'll have understood by now, I have a passion for Bangladesh. I want Bangladesh to win this. It is about accepting the reality, you know, of all that goes here. I have people saying to me, but cradle of Buddhism in Bangladesh, we're an Islamic state. You know, we don't want to know it was the cradle of Buddhism. And of course I share with them the Holy Prophet's famous observation, seek ye knowledge even unto China. It's not about Islamic knowledge, as Dr. Mahathir said, it's about knowledge. And this is, if this was the cradle of Buddhism, it's where yoga developed, and there's not a middle-class woman anywhere in the world who hasn't practiced yoga at some time in her life. There is so much here to share with this market, but we do nothing about it.
We do nothing about it. We need to wrap up. We're going to wrap up the program now. But before we end, someone called Faisal Mahmood wrote in an article about you. He said that, I don't think of that coinage, true tourism, until I met Tim Steele. And I bet you could hardly find an English guy in his late 60s who, after a successful career in Occident, came to a small country like Bangladesh of third world, fell in love with it, and planned to promote its beauty to the world. It's amazing and fascinating.
How kind. I must thank him.
Definitely, definitely. I thank him also. And I'm also impressed about the way you are taking care of Bangladesh. You are looking at Bangladesh and its potential, and we look forward to see you active and passionate about this country, so that we could be benefited by your endeavor and your programs and your research. Thank you so much for joining us on our show.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Dear viewers, we thank you indeed for watching this program, and we invite you to watch our next episode. Until then, to take care and bye-bye.